This, my friends, is not just a notebook. It's not even a diary. It's my secret weapon. Some of you might be rolling your eyes and saying, oh, great. Just another guy on YouTube telling me that I need to write my feelings into a bloody book. That's not what this is. So, journaling for me has become a simple yet effective way to maintain clarity. It's been probably one of the best things for my brain, my focus, and also for my sanity at times. So, let's get into it. The practice journaling. So I started journaling years ago, 2016 to be precise. What began as, a let me sort of try this thing out experiment quickly turned into a habit that gave me, I guess, a sense of clarity that I didn't even know I was missing. And no, it didn't turn me into some enlightened monk overnight, but it did help me sort out some of the chaos in my head, which I think is basically the same thing. There are many benefits to journaling on a regular basis or semi-regular basis, depending on how much time you've got to dedicate to it. So in this particular video, I wanted to chat through maybe 4 of the biggest benefits that I've gained from journaling on a regular basis. Now, I've picked up this practice in the year 2016, and it's been several years since then, but I still find that there is a definite benefit to gaining that sort of clarity that one needs. So that brings me to my first point. Benefit number 1, I'd say, is mental clarity. Our brains are like browsers. And if you're anything like me, you've got at least, let's say, about 97 tabs open at the same time. Half of them are buffering. And one of them is playing some random music and you can't figure out which one. And if you genuinely know me, you'd know there's tons of music in my head. So journaling, it's like hitting the close all tabs button. Suddenly, the noise is on paper and not in your head. And that provides the mental clarity. Benefit number 2, I'd say, is stress relief. Now, through the process of journaling, you really do sort of have a lot of stress that gets taken away. Does journaling take away all of your stress? Certainly not. But it does give you sort of an idea of what it is exactly that's causing the stress. And have you noticed how through writing things down, you actually find that the thing that was so terrifying is actually not that bad? Because through the process of writing things down, you're able to see it and have a much better or clearer picture of what exactly it is that's stressing you out. So hence I say that through the process of journaling, the thoughts that maybe become a bit distressing become so much more clearer, and you're able to identify exactly what it is that's causing the stress in the first place. Oh geez, look at that. All right. So let's get on to benefit number 3, which is tracking growth. One of my absolute favorite things about journaling is going back and reading past entries. Sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it's cringe, and sometimes it's just, wow, I can't believe I was actually stressed about that particular thing. But every page is proof of progress. You get to see how far you've come, and even if it just means that you learn not to eat an entire tub of ice cream after 11 p.m., maybe that wasn't the best coping strategy. That alone is already proof of some degree of progress. So that, in a nutshell, is benefit number 3, that you get to track the amount of growth that has happened in your lifetime. Benefit number 4 of journaling is that it serves as a creativity booster. When you free your mind onto paper, weird ideas come up. Sometimes brilliant ideas, sometimes really terrible ideas, and sometimes both. But I think journaling gets you out of your head and into a flow state where creativity doesn't feel forced necessarily. It just shows up. And that's the great benefit of doing a bit of journaling isn't just for moody teenagers or Victorian poets. It's for anyone that wants a little bit more mental clarity, that's really struggling with things in order to get ideas out, or if you really are lacking, a sense of inspiration or creativity. Journaling does go a long way to really help those who are struggling with it. And I think if you haven't tried it as yet, just make a single effort. Try and write one line, just comment on something that you ate. Start small, and I promise you there will be some sort of benefit that you gain from it the longer you continue with it. And as I've said before, it doesn't have to be just about your personal life. It can be used in very different settings in your business, can be used in your career, can be used in work, it can be used in your sport for tracking, whether it is that you're in weightlifting or you're tracking your runs or the distances, the times. All of those things can be, sort of put into a journal, so to speak. And I think if you really are keen, there's many, many platforms that you can try. And I'd love to hear all about it. Please leave some comments in the comment section. Just sort of saying what it is that you really want to write about, what platform it is that you're using, and I'll definitely read some comments. And I think at the end of the day, I just want to say, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you've learned something from it, and hopefully you'll have the courage to try journaling for yourself. And remember, the pen might not always be mightier than the sword, but it definitely is a lot cheaper than therapy. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.